Wow, 6 years on this YouTube channel, and what a crap show. Never mind that I couldn't write a script, hold a camera, or hear my voice over this god-awful rock band microphone, but you know what? I had fun. I'll be moving over to a new channel with a new video editor and a better mic, but before that, here's my top 13 favorite video games. But wait! Cries the odd stalker who has been watching my videos since 2010. Didn't you already do a list like this in 2011? Yeah, but that was a shitty countdown, and what the fuck was I thinking, holding a camera up to my computer monitor and using PowerPoint? So a few rules for this list. I've had to play the game, and only one per franchise. So with that being said, here are my top 13 favorite games of all time. It's no doubt that I'm a giant Star Wars fan, but which game is my favorite? Is it the Super Nintendo classic Super Star Wars? The kid-friendly but still fun LEGO Star Wars? Or is it the most amazing game ever? Star Wars Connect.
Hang in there, Squidward. It's all part of the job.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is easily the best Star Wars game out there in my opinion. I found it great that you play as a Jedi, Sith, clones, droids, rebels, goddamn Ewoks, and play through a campaign through the eyes of the bad guys. Also, you could pilot vehicles without needing to use coins, so in your face, new Battlefront. Oh, and this one has over 14 maps. How many does the new Battlefront game have by default? 4.
No! Dude! No fucking way!
So, what can I say? Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's an oldie, but it's definitely a goodie. Besides the Sly series, I'm not a huge fan of stealth games. Maybe on occasion I'll bust out the occasional Metal Gear Solid, but that's pretty rare. However, there's one more game from the stealth genre that I kinda like. This is one of the best stealth action games out there, easily. It has a lot of freedom and variety. It requires good deep planning. You will spend a lot of time exploring different paths and hidden places, and it's not easy making your kill look like an accident. But when you get the kill down, whew, it's satisfying as hell. Dropping a chandelier on a guy, rigging a fire show, or even get the FBI to kill their own client, there is no shortage of awesome ways to kill. I'll admit, when I first played this game, I sucked at it. But after a while, I got really good, and now it's one of my favorite video games of all time. Check it out if you're a fan of stealth games. When you think of an underwater city, you probably think of Atlantis or Atlantica. But we're not talking about those, oh no. We're gonna be talking about something from one of the most fucked up games I've ever played. BioShock. To call this game simply a first-person shooter, a game that successfully fuses gameplay and narrative, is really doing it a disservice. It's got some awesome puzzles, an amazing story, and while it's not open world, there is plenty to explore here. The game is also unsettling and downright fucking scary at some points. Here, let me show you.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still! I want to make them beautiful, but they always turn out wrong! That one, too fat! This one, too tall! This one, too symmetrical! And now, what's this goddess? An intruder! He's ugly! 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 Ugly!
Panic now?
Oh, and did I mention, you have little to no supplies on the harder difficulties. Have fun! The Pokemon franchise. The once 8-bit adventure that sparked a social revolution in gaming has grown into much more than just that. It's become an anime series, a trading card game, and even a mobile game. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh yeah, but I'm not here to talk about any of those. I'm here to talk about my favorite Pokemon game, Pokemon Soul Silver. Getting an upgraded version of what's widely considered the best Pokemon game ever was a godsend. You also know what's really badass? You can pick the Hoenn and Kanto starters after you beat the game. Oh yeah, that reminds me, the game is relatively large with 2 whole regions to explore, and the main story takes about 40.5 hours to complete. And completionists, to beat this game 100%, it takes over 187 hours. I really did love this game from start to finish, and I bet you will too. Well, the original 3 Crash games are getting a remake, and how about that? I thought I'd never see the Bandicoot return. Now, what's my favorite Crash Bandicoot game? Well, this isn't really shocking, but it's actually the second game in the franchise. Whew! Now this is an amazing game. In this game, you play as Crash Bandicoot, no shit, and his journey to collect the crystals in 25 different levels. These range from jungle to ice and hell, even space stations. They may seem linear at first, but they offer many branching paths and even an enjoyable 2D bonus level in each main level. One stage in particular has some sinking platforms at the end, which lead to a little island in the middle that takes you to a special warp room. It's stuff like that that make Crash 2 such an enjoyable experience, and the reason I prefer it over the other PlayStation 1 Crash games. While I know that might trigger some diehard Crash 3 fans, I don't care. Crash Bandicoot 2 is the one that stays most dear and near to my heart. And it's far better than Crash 3 with its shitty vehicles that take over half the game! So if you haven't played this game, get it, because it is a must-have for any PlayStation or platformer fan. Wind Waker is clearly the best Zelda game.
Oh, hell no!
Oh, feeling mad yet, Ocarina of Time fans? Don't worry, I love that game too. But this game has such a wonderful charm to it that I don't get why it gets all this friggin' hate. Because here are 3 reasons why this game is clearly the best.
It's beautiful!
I don't care if you think it doesn't look like Zelda. What is that supposed to look like exactly? Maybe you hate it because it's not brown and grimy and bump mapped, or you hate its cartoony aura because you're just so grown up and mature. Sure, this art style doesn't appeal to everyone, and that's perfectly fine, but you can't play through the game and at least concede that its visuals have some merit, then you're kidding yourself.
It's so fucking open.
Different people have different reasons for liking the Zelda franchise, and to each his own. Some enjoy the puzzles, others love to crawl through the dungeons and take on the bosses. But for me, it's always been about exploration and discovery. Wind Waker does an unprecedented job of making you feel like there's a whole reality there for you to sift through. With its many side quests, bonuses, hidden items, and prize-laden islands that weren't even on the damn map. I took my time sailing its waters, checking every rock and lagoon for hidden goodies, and I'm still not sure I found everything it had to offer.
That music.
Just listen to this.
Nintendo, please don't fucking copyright me. Please, okay, thanks. Please, please, please don't copyright my ass, please.
Ayo CJ, tell him why Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the best Grand Theft Auto game.
Welcome to San Andreas, I'm CJ from Grove Street. Landed the heinous gangbangers in cold heat. In Los Santos, neighbors get no sleep. Beefing with anybody, competing, even police. 4 deep in the green rag with gold feet. Blast with the flag on the strap, that's OG. Stay in shape, hit the gym, lift the weights. Get super cutter, big and buff, nice and straight. You got stats, respect, weapon, skill. Stamina, muscle, fat, and sex appeal. You get clothes from Binkos and Prolapse. Suburban zip, victim and desatch.
So there's lots to do in the game, plenty enough to make it on this list. The Vita. No wonder you never caught on with ads like these.
I know you've already done it today, and I bet you really enjoyed yourself. How many times did you do it yesterday? Are you afraid you're doing it too often? In your bedroom under the blankets? Or perhaps you prefer the kitchen? Or on the toilet? Or do you like it out in the garden? Well, you know what? You no longer have to feel ashamed. Everybody's doing it because it's fantastic. And now you can keep going all day long. Don't you like that? You don't even need to stop. And if you want to, you could even join me.
There was a ghost! There's ectoplasm! Did you see the ghost? It ran through here, it slimed me! Oh, no, it wasn't me, it was a spooky ghost!
Okay, to all you feminists, that ad wasn't sexist. And to all you bros, that ad wasn't sexy. It was just bad. Back on topic. So, the Vita sold like shit, and there was never many hit titles. However, there was this one game that amazed me beyond words. Okay, it's safe to assume that Tearaway is the greatest Vita game out there. The game is so unique and the art style is just wonderful. The paper world is cool, plus as part of the story, you can make items and give them to characters which will affect the world around you. Plus you can customize your own character through an in-game shop, and while the stuff in the shop isn't too expensive, it will add up from all the amazing things you can buy. This game has excellent music, fantastic gameplay, and even made me tear up in the end. This game is just one of those games that will go down in history as the best, or one of the best. I mean, 6 on my list. Whoa, if this game's at number 5, it can only get better from here. This game manages to retain the excellence of the first game, adding a few new features, new levels, and new gameplay styles. Yes, new gameplay styles. You can make any game that you want in this game. It's so amazing. No wonder this was my favorite game for 5 years. Now, if this is at number 5. Oh. It's only gonna get better!
It dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Do I need to say much more? Do I? I need to explain how Skyrim's amazing and there's so much to do, like books to read and plenty of stuff to find. This game needs no explanation. It's fucking Skyrim. It's fucking Skyrim. Fallout 4? More like Fallout 4 owned, because compared to this game, it's nothing. Fantastic music, characters, weapons, humor, lore, open world, stuff to discover. It's all here, folks. I poured 527 hours into this game, which is outstanding. I felt like while it played exactly like Fallout 3, it was improved in every way possible. Whenever I play this game, I feel like my choices matter. Almost no other game has done that. You can also fuck a robot, which is, you know, nice. If someone were to say what their favorite Sonic game was, they would probably say Sonic 2. I would agree. If you couldn't lock Sonic and Knuckles onto Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, baby! That's how you know I'm not fucking around! Every level is super satisfying to play. The graphics, especially for Genesis, are still drop-dead gorgeous. And you have the king of pop himself, Michael motherfucking Jackson, doing the soundtrack. You have 3 different gameplay styles to play with. 3, and they're all great. You have Sonic, who is the fastest one of the bunch, but you also have Tails and Knuckles. Tails and Knuckles run slower than Sonic, but that's more than made up for thanks to their own gimmicks. Tails can fly, allowing him to traverse bottomless pits easily and get to newfound heights. And Knuckles can glide and climb, making his platforming slower, but a bit more precision-based than the other 2 characters. Now, who can beat the Blue Hedgehog himself? Well, to answer that question, we must see some honorable mentions. My number 1 pick is... Words cannot express on how amazing this game is. One of the best original soundtracks in gaming. Creative futuristic weapons and great characters. I poured numerous amounts of hours into this game, from the day I got it on my 5th birthday to now. This game is perfection. I stand by that this is my favorite PlayStation 2 game, and especially my favorite game of all time. The planets, the characters, the storyline is absolutely perfect. I owe a huge well done to James Arnold Taylor. He plays the voice of Ratchet and did an absolutely brilliant job at it. This game is fucking awesome, and there's no doubt in my mind that any Ratchet & Clank game in the future can top it. This is 2000 Mudkip, and Ratchet & Clank 2 is my favorite game of all time. This has been a fun 7 years on YouTube, and I hope to see you on the Raccoonish Show. Signing out now. I don't know how to do an exit.